far away from the elegant surroundings we are used to at Andrew's Strand events, far from the flowing wine and the flowing champagne and the delicious hors d'oeuvres, and far from the flowing chit chat and gossip with publishing pals. But we are alive, right, and persevering, and never let it be said that fear and insanity and terror and downright craziness ever kept readers and writers from our appointed fun, especially when it comes to celebrating the best in the business. So welcome. Andrew and I are glad you are all here tonight. Wherever you are, I am here in my study in rainy Boston, where I write every day. Yes, Agent Lisa Gallagher, if you are in the audience, every single day. But first, hooray for Andrew and the Strand magazine. Andrew knows I think of him as the Indiana Jones of book world. His life is an absolute treasure hunt for the lost and gorgeous literary gems that are still buried in libraries and attics and universities around the world. In the past 23 years, as managing editor of the Strand magazine, he has taken the publication's glowing history and raised it to a new level, with every issue providing not only wonderful articles and interviews and short stories, including the treasures he's unearthed, including short stories often never before published from such luminaries as Ernest Hemingway, F. Scott Fitzgerald, Louisa May Alcott, H.G. Wells, and recently, two amazing things: a first ever in English version of a John Steinbeck story that had only been published in French, and that is an amazing story. Ask Andrew about it. And in the latest issue, a previously unpublished short story by Tennessee Williams. We talked earlier today, and he promises there'll be more big finds in the works. Congratulations, Andrew, on another wonderful year for this stalwart of a magazine, a survivor in these uncertain times. And Andrew has always been so generous in making sure that publishers and authors are given the spotlight, and that's why we are here tonight. We'll give some coveted awards and applaud some amazing people and remind ourselves that we can power through, even in these crazy times, with talent and literature and terrific writing and storytelling and a real sense of community. So grab your wine or whatever and toast to this community. And let me tell you quickly about the Strand Critics Awards. For the last 12 years, the Strand Critic Awards have been recognizing excellence in the field of mystery fiction. Past winners have included Laura Lippman, Elmore Leonard, Michael Connolly, Richard Price, Faye Kellerman, George Pelecanos, Joseph Finder, who is here tonight, Megan Abbott, and Jeffrey Deaver. The Strand Critics Awards are the only mystery book awards judged by critics from major national newspapers. This year's judges included critics from NPR, the Associated Press, Washington Post, CNN, and the LA Times. So now let's give our first award tonight. Here are the nominees for Best Debut Novel. Amnesty by Aravind Adiga from Scribner. A suspenseful novel about a young illegal immigrant who must decide whether to report crucial information about a murder and thereby risk deportation. Leave the World Behind by Rumaan Alam from Echo. From the best-selling author of Rich and Pretty comes a suspenseful and provocative novel, keenly attuned to the complexities of parenthood, race, and class. Leave the World Behind explains how our closest bonds are reshaped and unexpected new ones are forged in moments of crisis. When No One Is Watching by Alyssa Cole from William Morrow. Rear Window meets Get Out in this gripping thriller from a critically acclaimed and New York Times notable author, in which the gentrification of a Brooklyn neighborhood takes on a sinister new meaning. Empire of Wild by Cherie Dimaline from William Morrow. A bold and brilliant new Indigenous voice in contemporary literature makes her American debut with this kinetic, imaginative, and sensuous fable inspired by the traditional Canadian Métis legend of the Rougarou, a werewolf-like creature that haunts the roads and woods of Native peoples' communities. A Burning by Megha Majumdar from Knopf. A Burning is an electrifying debut novel about three unforgettable characters who seek to rise to the middle class, to political power, to fame in the movies, and find their lives entangled in a wake of catastrophe in contemporary India. A Certain Hunger by Chelsea G. Summers from the Unnamed Press. A satire of early foodieism, a critique of how gender is defined, and a showcase of virtuoso storytelling. Chelsea G. Summers' A Certain Hunger introduce us to the food world's most charming psychopath and an exciting new voice in fiction. And Catherine House by Elizabeth Thomas from Custom House. Combining the haunting sophistication and dusty atmospheric style of Sarah Waters with the unsettling isolation of Kazuo Ishiguro's Never Let Me Go, Catherine House is a devious, deliciously steamy, and suspenseful page-turner with shocking twists and sharp edges that is sure to leave readers breathless. And the Strand Award for Best Debut Novel goes to Alyssa Cole. Yay! Unmute yourself, Alyssa. Come say a few words.
I literally thought there was no way that I was going to win, and I did not write a speech. So thank you so much to Andrew, to everyone, all the judges who voted for When No One Is Watching, to Lucienne, who I can see in her little square there, my agent, to Erica Sang, my editor, who is also here, Bianca Flores at William Morrow, the whole William Morrow team who really supported When No One Is Watching, the entire thriller and mystery community, which has been so welcoming to me. Oh no, I'm gonna start crying. Yeah, thank you so much for this book that really was incredibly important to me, and I really thought that no one else was going to like except for me, because it was an extremely cathartic book for me to write. And unfortunately dealing with so many things that, blew up right before the book came out and are still going on today. Issues of, a housing crisis, gentrification, capitalism, white supremacy, all of these things that are intertwined, and, obviously are still incredibly horrific problems for everyone, no matter where we're zooming in from right now. And, a book doesn't resolve those things, but I am happy that people are responding to it, are learning from it. I've heard from so many people who said that, it sent them on historical research deep dives and made them think about their own neighborhoods, their place in their neighborhood, whether they were from those neighborhoods or newcomers to the neighborhood. So just thank you to everyone who has been so receptive to this book, and to the Strand magazine and all of you. I'm going to stop now. Thank you.
Congratulations. And everybody is applauding, and Lucienne is looking very happy, I have to say. So congratulations to you both.